Hello, everyone. Happy 2026 and happy Monday. I'm Maddie Paul, and this is Inside the Newsroom. And behind me is a very active scene from Terry Peak Summit, which you can look at on our live cam on KELOLAND.com. If you go to our weather section and just look for the category that says live cam, you can explore all sorts of cameras that we have scattered around the KELOLAND area, like this one. And I'm honestly pretty distracted by it. I look back as if it's like literally right behind me, but it looks really fun today. Anyway, let's get back on track, right? This is Inside the Newsroom. We bring you the trending stories of the KELOLAND area, and we bring in our newsroom staff members to talk about these trending stories. The same stories that you see every day on our newscasts and online at KELOLAND.com. So I hope today's episode will offer you a special look at how we put certain stories together and out for you to see again on air, online, and right here on KELOLAND Plus. So to come, we have the impact of the downtown burger battle, a preview of what's to come tonight for Eye on KELOLAND Rewind, another show that we offer here on KELOLAND Plus. Looking a little bit at the weather and everything going on from the digital desk, and a new projector that's expected to come to the Dell Rapids Theater. Stay with us. We have a lot to get to today for Inside the Newsroom. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. Downtown Sioux Falls is ringing in 2026 with its most popular event of the year. The Burger Battle is back for a 13th year, featuring dozens of businesses and just as many unique entries. In a recent Eye on KELOLAND story, Travis Fosting told us why the Downtown Burger Battle is bigger than ever. And Travis, have you reported on burger battle stories before in the past?
I have done it a handful of times over the last 5 years or so, and I enjoy it. I like food, and who doesn't love talking about burgers?
I was going to say, at least you got to bite a burger once in a while. And if you can do it for a story while it's work, check box.
Absolutely.
So what kind of curiosity did you have going into this story for this year?
Well, it's always fun to see the range of burgers. Everybody tries something unique and different, and this year is no exception. There's 50 different restaurants in this, which is a record. Last year they had 39, and there are 13 that are brand new this year. So there's always something new and different and very unique.
50 competitors this year. Just thinking about like all those patties. And you said it too, they're all very unique, all these entries. So for this story, 50 is a lot. So what kind of game plan did you have for featuring restaurants or burgers or just talking to downtown Sioux Falls?
Well, I try and mix it up a little bit with who I talk to for these stories. You don't want to go to the same restaurant and talk to the same people every time. So this time I got in touch with the folks at Bread and Circus, and they invited me down and talked to the management there and just what their game plan and their burger was for this year. And it sounds like a winner to me.
I was surprised in this story to learn about the burger brawlers, who ate and voted for every burger listed last year. I just have never heard of that before. So to be a brawler is a high feat, something to really, 50 for this year would be kind of crazy. So that surprised me.
They did it last year with 39, and I knew there were people out there that did this. I didn't realize until I did this story that they had an actual name, the Burger Brawlers, and that there were the people that did it. 39 burgers. That's a little bit of cash out of the pocket, but if you put your mind to it, maybe go share a burger or two with some friends. So.
You can do anything. That really surprised me, like learning that term and everything. Did anything else surprise you as you learned more about the burger battle?
Well, one of the fun things this year is there are a handful of businesses that don't serve food that are taking part in the burger battle by doing window displays at their business that are burger themed. And this is the first time that they've done that. So a way of getting businesses involved that don't even serve burgers. So I thought that was neat as well.
Another part of this story that really stuck out to me came at the very end. It was when you were speaking to your downtown Sioux Falls representative, and she had mentioned that they get calls from other towns asking how they can replicate the burger battle for their own town. I don't know, that shows impact. And like your whole story was called The Impact of the Downtown Burger Battle. And also in your story, you included statistics about last year's battle too. So did the story angle of the impact of the burger battle kind of find you as you were creating this story, or did you know right away that this was the angle you were going to take?
Well, I knew I wanted the numbers, and I didn't realize how impressive those numbers were going to be. I mean, you're talking $1.5 million in burgers sold. I believe about 85,000 burgers sold. And then the overall economic impact was somewhere around $3.5 million when you're talking about just getting that foot traffic down and people buying drinks or going shopping afterwards. So it just makes a huge impact. And yeah, I mean, you've seen burger battles pop up in different towns around Sioux Falls and around the state. And of course, Sioux Falls isn't the originator of a burger competition or a food competition, but they've really done it right in downtown Sioux Falls, and people have just embraced it. And a lot of these towns are wanting to know just how they do it and how their events can be more and more successful.
What do you hope viewers take away from this story?
Just the fun aspect of it. You know, you're talking with the owner of Bread and Circus, and he's talking about, well, to me, a good burger, it should be running down your hands and juicy. And it's like, I don't want it to be a dry burger. So, and that's why I asked even the person on the street, I had asked, you know, what's a good burger to you? And he was like, well, it all starts with the beef. And, you know,
good quality.
Just wanted to, you know, get their, you know, ideas on what a good hamburger is in general. So.
Amazing. Well, Travis, thank you so much for sharing these juicy details here at the Digital Desk. And this story will be featured on KELOLAND Rewind tonight at 6:30 Central Time on KELOLAND Plus. Join us for a look back at a week's worth of stories from our reporters, featuring a preview of the start of the legislative session, a roundup of New Year's resolutions, and the burger battle, and just so much more stories. And stay with us. We're going to look at how Dell Rapids Theater is expecting a new projector soon when we come back on Inside the Newsroom. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. Back in August, the movie theater in Dell Rapids realized that soon its projector would give out. And since then, they have been raising money to replace it. And they nearly reached that goal. Sydney Hoyer tells us when we can expect the new equipment.
Dell's theater owner, Brian Anderson, looked at every option available to replace the theater's current projector.
We started looking into loans and grants and other things and trying to figure out what we could do, and we were kind of hitting a lot of roadblocks with that.
When he had tried every other option, the community stepped up.
We had some community members that kept asking, where's your donation box? You know, you should start a GoFundMe, start Venmo.
And now, around 5 months later, the theater has collected $30,000, which is enough to put a down payment on the projector and place the order.
We are going to a laser projector, which doesn't use a bulb, uses less electricity, you know, doesn't put off as much heat, so we don't need the exhaust fan and some of the other stuff that you have to do with a traditional lamp projector.
Anderson says viewers should notice a difference in the quality of the picture.
From what other people tell me, it looks like you're watching, like, you know, a 4K resolution TV at home. You know, it's that you're going to have that crisp of a picture on screen.
But through the excitement of getting new equipment, gratitude for the community stays top of mind.
It's just so heartwarming. I mean, this is a great place to live, and everybody that comes in here, I mean, we see the same people every weekend. So the community is one, that definitely keeps us up and running.
And Sydney Hoyer joins us at the Digital Desk now to talk more about this story. And Sydney, this is a story that KELOLAND News has been following for a few months now with different reporters. So for you, when you had this story, what drew you into covering this story? Like, what were you most excited or curious about initially?
Yeah, I've heard people covering the story here in the newsroom, but I personally have not covered it yet. So I was excited just to go up there and see the theater. I've never been there, and it was pretty cool to see a local theater. I mean, they just have the one movie theater in there, so they can only show one movie at a time, and so it's kind of fun to see that in a small town compared to some of the theaters we have here in Sioux Falls.
I'll get to the visuals in a second, but I want to start with this question. Was there a moment during that interview that you had that kind of shifted or deepened the story angle for you?
I thought it was just really cool how he looked at literally every other option and didn't even consider. I asked him if he had even considered looking for donations, and he said no. It was only when people came to him and said, why don't you have a place for us to donate? And then he said, oh, well, I guess if people are interested in that, then I'll open that up.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the new projector is not in the building yet. It will be ordered soon. So for you going into it, what kind of visuals were you thinking about getting for this story, knowing that the projector wouldn't be there, at least the new one?
Right, yeah. Showing the old projector, I think, was really important, and some of the pieces that he had replaced are shown in there as well. And also the exhaust that you see going up through the ceiling, because in the interview he mentions how they won't need that anymore because of this new type of projector that they're getting.
I loved, you mentioned this kind of at the beginning of this interview, but I just loved how much you showed the entire theater and the venue for this story. Like for me as a viewer, it helped me see how loved this space is, not only for the people who work there, but also for the community, especially since these donations have been pouring in. So what really stood out to you as you were able to really explore all the depths of the theater? It seemed like you really got a good tour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got to go all the way up to the projector booth. I was at the back of the theater, the front of the theater. It's such a nice space. It's a small space, but it is, like you said, very well taken care of. It just truly has that small town feel, and I think that was my favorite part about it.
What do you hope viewers take away from this story?
I think it's got, again, that small town heart to it. You can really tell that these people have stepped up big time. I mean, $30,000 is a lot of money to raise for a theater, but people have come forward and they just really want this theater to keep going.
Well, Sydney, thank you so much for being here at the Digital Desk to share more about this story. And Anderson says the new projector should be installed by the end of January. So this theater is still accepting donations, and you can donate in person, or you can find a link under this story on our website, KELOLAND.com. Just go ahead and scan that QR code you see on your screen right now to take you to our homepage. And stick around for Inside the Newsroom. We'll have more when we come back after the break. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. It's fun remembering how to press some buttons here at the Digital Desk. Scott, you had a great show today. I was watching it as you were recording it.
Raising the roof on that one.
But there was a moment that made me laugh a lot. And I don't know. I hope everyone's seen Whether or Not already. That aired live at 9:30 on KELOLAND Plus. You can watch it again at 1:30 live. Otherwise, it's on demand. But
I think I know where you're going with this one.
You think so?
Yep, because there was a mistake.
You mean no?
Right?
No.
Okay, then go ahead. Then I don't know where you're going. Then never mind. Never mind.
Wait,
go ahead.
You just said that you were perfect today. Okay. Well, let me play you the clip.
In my eyes.
That's fair. Let me play this clip. It made me laugh a lot when I was watching it.
We've been talking about temperatures being above average, it seems like, for the past couple of days. I think throughout much. That'd be a good stat. Something for me to do. Not that I'm looking for more to do. Would be to see how many of these days have been above average since, say, November. And then I'll just do some stats and show you that information. I just have to sit down and actually do that.
This clip was so funny to me.
Why?
Because at the beginning, okay, I'm going to replay it because I don't know. It was funny.
Talking about temperatures being above average, it seems like, for the past couple of days. I think throughout much. That'd be a good stat. Something for me to do. Not that I'm looking for more to do.
That part. Not that I'm looking for more to do. I'm going to keep it paused right on this frame, too.
That's my thinking.
This was funny to see because I was walking past as you were doing this, and it made me remember that, like, you just, I don't want to say you wing it, but you don't go in with a script for Whether or Not or anything like that. You're just really talking to yourself, unless Brian's not there.
That happens a lot.
You're just talking to yourself, and so you're like, oh, I could make this statistic or this graph that pulls up, but then I have to do work for that. It's just really funny that was like the dialogue you were having in your head that was also just like coming out too. I got to do work for that, but be good work.
What do they say? You could ask questions out loud, just don't answer them. Is that it?
That was a good moment right there.
When you're by yourself?
What was the mistake you made? What mistake are you thinking of?
Well,
I thought you said that you didn't make a mistake today.
Yeah, and then I thought about it, and I'm looking on my phone because I want to get the correct number this time.
Okay.
So today's the 5th of January.
Yes.
The 5th day of the new year.
Yes.
So what do you think I forgot to do with it being a new year?
Do you have...
One of my stats had 2025 instead of 2026, which I pointed out on Whether or Not. So that's another thing that, I guess I was winging it on that one too.
Oh.
I didn't realize it until it shows up, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm already here.
Yeah.
Let me go. Okay, here, I'm stupid.
You're not
It's
stupid.
26, not 25 anymore. But then after that segment, I went in and I changed it.
Oh, you did?
Well, behind the
Oh, in
scenes,
the graphic
it's
or
still up
whatever?
at
Yeah.
25 on whether or not.
Good. All the Mets will be applauding for you. Oh, where's my applause? I still have it.
Okay, so here we are on a Monday. The last time we were together was Wednesday of last week.
The last time we were together was 2025.
Right? Okay, Wednesday of last week. And you were supposed to make cheesecakes.
I
right?
did make cheesecakes.
And where are the photos as proof of these cheesecakes? Because you didn't bring any in.
I got really stressed. Okay, story time. I got very stressed. There's no photos. There actually might be a photo, but it's not zoomed into those cheesecakes. Let me look in a second.
Do
Okay.
other cheesecakes?
No, my cheesecake. But it was like, okay, so we did this competition for the new year, and it was supposed to be a gimmick of the British Bake Off competition. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
I think so. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of cooking competitions on.
so much like
Did
more
you talk
peaceful.
in a British accent?
Oh no. I don't do that. That's a whole different story. But it's so much more peaceful than like Iron Chef or like Chopped, like those American cooking shows. Like the
yeah.
British Bake Off is like much not simpler.
It's more
but
relaxed.
yeah, the tension isn't that high, but they're still there.
Okay.
Everyone's like applauding each other versus like the American Food Network shows. It's just like sweating, dripping everywhere. You're just stressed out of
Now,
watching these chefs.
Are they timed
I think
as well?
I think
Because you
they're
get, like-
timed in the Bake Off.
Okay, so you get
But-
like 45 minutes to an hour. or
Yeah,
an hour, the
we-
maximum time, whatever they give. In the British show.
In
Is
the
that
show,
what they do?
yeah, I think
No,
so.
not in your real
never-
life.
I've never seen it. So we just had our dishes made already. And so then our judges were like eating. It was like 7 or 6 people that competed. My cheesecakes were
Okay.
in it. And I made like Santa hats on top of these mini cheesecakes. Okay.
Right.
And it was delicious. My problem.
Which we'll bring up a photo here in just a bit.
This is when I would bring up a photo of this, yes. But I was stressed. And this is why I didn't take the photo. Because to make the Santa hat, okay, everyone, picture a Santa hat. It's a red hat. And then it has like a white trim around it and like a little white puff on top, right? And I was like, how am I going to make that? And I didn't want to use like frosting as the white trim. I used a strawberry for the red hat part, okay? Because
Okay.
again, these are mini cheesecakes. But, oh my gosh, this is, okay.
That's
I
why
was
you
like-
need a photo.
I know. And I was like, what am I going to do for like the white trim and like this white part that I need? I didn't want to use frosting because I thought that would take away from the cheesecake because then it'd be like too rich, too
sweet.
filling. Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. And so I was like, what if I just did like whipped cream? Because it would be lighter. It would stay on there. It would be in the can already. So it'd be pretty easy to just like
Okay.
around everything.
Good sound
like
effect.
the sound effect. And I did that and it deflated so fast.
I'm sure.
The trim just was like melting into the cheesecake. I was like, nah. And then on top, like the little poof on the strawberry was just like dripping down. And I was like, no. So I didn't take a photo because it didn't look good. It did look good. I didn't take a photo because I was so stressed about
So did
this
you win?
deflation. I did win. I won.
There you go.
They loved it. And it was a really good, everyone had like cookies. Somebody made like Oreo balls, sugar cookies too. It had like a swirl in it. I thought the person who made the swirl was going to win because that's hard. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? It was
Yeah.
like a pink and blue swirl and you have to cut it. It's almost like making a log. Almost like that kind of stuff is hard to make. So
And it takes patience.
it sure does. Tell me about it. Cheesecakes are easy. I recommend everyone make a cheesecake. It's the easiest thing in the world. Coming from someone
And
who
they
does not
were
bake.
in like muffin. You made them in muffin tins?
Yeah,
is that right?
I did.
Yep.
I did. And like all you gotta do is just crush up some graham cracker butter, put it in there. I added cinnamon because I love cinnamon. And then you just make your cheesecake filling. You could do a no bake or bake, like meaning eggs or not. And I did the egg. It was good.
It was delicious.
It was so delicious. You would like it,
Well,
Scott,
good. I'm
because it
glad
was like
that
less
worked out.
sugar.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that worked out for you.
It was amazing.
Oh,
well,
good.
except for the whipped cream. I don't know what else
So
I
what
would
did you
have done
win?
though. I won a Starbucks gift card.
There you go.
Everybody won, but whoever
You won
like,
the most.
I won the most. I won the champion. They made a certificate and everything.
Did you get a crown?
I wish next year I should get a crown. But everybody won something. It was just like if you won first,
And
that
th-
was like the order you got to pick the array of gift cards.
Now, was this New Year's Eve?
This was New Year's Day. We did
New
this
Year's Day.
competition.
Okay.
Mhm. So we had everything ready to go, but then it was ready to play, ready to eat, ready to serve, and win on New Year's Day.
Did you stay up to midnight on New Year's Eve?
I surprisingly did.
You
I thought
did?
I was going to be asleep, but I stayed up. Did you? Did you watch the ball drop?
We, at 11 o'clock, we did. 11 o'clock, because Eastern time.
Yes.
So we had company over. We went out to eat beforehand. We had company.
that's right.
Yeah, we had company over, and I'm just in the chair like, doing this, trying to stay awake.
You did an energy drink. You drink those?
Family's watching, just saying, we saw you yesterday, and we were just laughing. I'm like, trying to stay awake. So company leaves, and I go to sit down in the chair, and bam, just asleep.
Really?
I wake up at 1:30 because my body wakes up because of the shift that I'm on.
Yeah.
And I look over on the couch, and Melanie's wide awake, looking at her phone. I go, how are you awake? I go, I'm going to bed.
Melanie jar.
Yeah, that's right.
Our first Melanie of 2026.
Yeah, where's the jar?
I know. I keep thinking I got to get this jar. I
thought that
I
was
really
going to
want a
be
nice one.
something in 2026.
I know. I just want a nice one for her. Like I want it to be pink. I want it to have sparkles
Pink?
on it.
I don't think she's a pink kind of gal.
Then I don't want pink. I want purple.
Well, yeah, she's a Vikings fan.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well,
that
that
might
helps.
work.
If
That
I
might
just
work.
have a Vikings vase at the digital desk, I think some people would like that.
So New Year's went well for you. That's good. Of course,
Yep.
when you win the baking competition.
Oh, great start for me.
All right.
Have you thought about your ins and outs? New Year's resolutions?
Just to lose all that holiday weight that you gain. Got to get in shape for softball, as weird as that sounds.
That doesn't sound weird. I know.
At the end of
I
April.
I was trying to keep up with like working out and eating well, and then at one point I was just like, nah,
What am I doing this for?
yeah. I'll save that for 2026 when I get back to work. I'll get back in that routine.
Yeah,
then.
so how did that go today?
Well, we'll find out. We will certainly find out. Scott, we're out of time.
Okay, that's all right.
I know. Well, sad, but
I'll try to come back tomorrow.
you better.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll see.
You gotta let me know what days you're taking off now in 2026. Let me know now, 3 months in advance, so I'm ready.
Let's see. I know I got a time in February and May.
Everyone, mark your calendars.
That's all I know.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, Scott. And everyone, thank you for watching. Happy 2026. And until next time,
Oh, gotta
see
move
you
the mic.
later. Yep. Of course, the wave.